Hi guys, we are back with another video. Today is day 3 of 35-day challenge. This is our third problem that we are going to solve. If you have not watched first two videos, you can watch them and also solve the questions that are explained in the on that videos. And today we are going to solve this question. Let's read the question. You are given a number n. You have to create a pattern of a star separated by tab as shown in the output format. Input, we have to take an input from the user, and that is n, and we have to print the pattern like this. For this, there is also constraint given in this problem, that is constraint 1 less than equal to n and 1 greater than equal to n and n greater than equal to 100. Sample input is this. If a user has inputted 5, then it will this print this pattern like inverted right angle triangle. So let me explain you this pattern. In this pattern, in first row there will be 5 star. Let's assume these are stars, as I have explained in first video that my drawing is not good. So let's assume these are stars. Then in second row we have to print only 4 stars. Then in third row we have to print 3 star. Then in second we have to print 2 star, and in last we have to print only 1 star, that is inverted right angle triangle. So as do anyone remember the last problem that we have solved? uh, I will tell you, like in this in that we have to print only right angle triangle like this. First star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and last 5 star. That was our last problem that we have solved in day 2. So it's similar to that. I want you first try this question by your own. Please pause this video and start solving solving by your own. If you are able to solve it, then it is good. If you are not able, then again start the video. I will tell you. Like, let's start. For this, we have to first take a input from the user, uh, that is defined, and then for this we have to use for loop for I equals to n, because in first row we have to print 5, so we can take I equals to n. Then in next, I less than equal to 1, I minus minus, because we are going downward we have to print inverted right angle triangle, so we have to use this. then then we have to use in second loop. This is our first loop. This will only print like in first row it will print 5 star, in second row it will print uh, in if the value of n is like this is only our for loop. In this for by this loop, if we do print here print only here like SOS star, then it will print like first star, second star, third star, fourth star, and fifth star in a row. That will only do this, but our main motto is to print inverted right angle triangle, not this. So we have to use another for loop, in which, like I have explained in last video also, in day 1 day 2 video we have used for another for loop, in which we have to and the same for loop we have to use here also. For j is equals to 1, j greater than equal to I j plus plus j plus plus. Now just focus and then SOS star, SOS OS star. Ignore if anyone is not able to understand by this. I will also explain in coding also this problem by because my drawing is not very good, so this is happening. Uh, it's clear that this loop is visible to you all, I think. Yeah. So for this, as we have take just focus on this loop only, on this loop only, inner loop. And this loop, if the value of I, like if a person entered a value, let's say this input only, if a person have inputted 5 as an n, so this for this loop the value of I will be like we have to run first if let's suppose the value of I is 5, then this loop will print 5 stars in a row. Okay, and if the value of this is 6, then it will print 6 stars. If the value of I is 2, then it will print 2 star. So for this loop, the value of it this loop is dependent on the value of I, and for the outer loop it is dependent on the value of n. And as we after this first loop we uh, we have uh, uh, we have printed star, and then after closing this loop we have to print again SOS print ln for the next line, so that uh, when the first loop is entered, like I equals to n equals to 5, then the value of I will be 5 here. So this loop will print 5 stars. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 stars are entered, then this loop will be exited, and then it move to the next line. Next line, in next line, when again I minus minus, it will minus the value to the 4. So now the value of I is 4, so it will print 4 stars in the next line. Then it will move to the next line, and then it will, now the I value will be 4 minus 1, then it will be 3. So I, as the I value is 3, then it will print 3 star. Then it will move to the next line, then it will print 2 stars. Then it will again move into the next line and print 1 star. I hope this problem is clear to you. Now we will start with our coding. There I will also explain some of the parts, and also in last video I was not able to explain you about abstraction. Like in these problems we are doing abstraction. Like abstraction is a process in which we have to focus on particular prop function or particular like in this problem we have to focus only on the first for loop, so that we have to assume that the second for loop will work properly. Like same in the abstraction, we have to focus on only one layer in which we are working. We have to assume that next layer will work according to it. So same abstraction rule is used here also. So let's start with let me remove these all, and then we will move to the VS Code. Now let us start with the coding. Let's I've used these pre commands just before I have typed it before the video, so that it will not waste your time and you will be able to learn more. So first for I, we will execute our loop for I is equals to n, I less than equal to n, I minus minus. This is our first loop. Then for j equal to 1, j less than equal to I, j plus plus system dot out dot print star, then system dot out out dot print ln. As we have written our code, let's run it. Now our code is running. Let me type 5. Yes, we are getting the same output that we have to get inverted right angle triangle, that we are getting it. Okay, now let's me explain you one more time that let me explain you one more time that code, and then we will also talk about the abstraction in that code. Now let's focus on this code, like I equals to n, the inputted value, then this is the condition, then I minus minus. So only remove this from your mind for one time only, then we will discuss. Then what will be happen if we do SOS here? It will print only the star that we have also discussed on an open board. Okay, so now let's make this loop into the picture. Look on this loop. This loop that we have used on part second video also, in second day videos also. For this loop, this loop will depend on the value of I, and whatever the I value, it will print that number of star. If its value is 1, then it will print 1 star. If its value is 2, then it will print 2 star. If its value is 3, then it will print 3 star. So universal, if anyone looks found this type of loop, then it will print only, its work is only this, and depends upon it, this loop depends upon the I. So I was talking about the abstraction. In abstraction, we only focus on a particular layer. So uh, even in this program, if we I'm saying you that focus on first loop, so that, and assume that this loop will run by its own, like it will run correctly. We have to do, if we are focusing on this loop, then we have to don't worry about the first outer loop, that it will run or not perfectly or not. So I think the abstraction will be clear to you, and this problem will be more clear to you, and That's all for this video. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.